Hi, I'm Donna Stanley, and I'm so glad that you've clicked on this part 2 video to find out more about BARF's new breeder program. Since you've learned a little bit from the introduction, I would like to go a little bit more into detail about some of the benefits of feeding raw to your kennel. A lot of you probably think, I can't afford it. And the fact is, the way that BARF has set up this breeder program, not only will you have a special price because you qualify for it, but the more you feed, the more you're going to save. And because you're going to be getting some ongoing royalties if you send BARF home with your puppies, it's going to help pay for the food. So it's just going to keep helping you more and more and more, and it's a win-win situation. So what I do and what I've learned as a breeder is not only have I benefited in my breeding program, I have healthier mamas, the weights are better, I don't have itchy ears, I have Labradors, so that's one of the problems in the breed. I don't have dogs with allergies and hot spots and dull coat and greasy skin and stinky breath and dirty teeth. Things like that are just extra bonuses, as well as a lot of us do a lot of poop picking, and with raw, you only pick up little tiny, easy poops, and that, if you have a kennel, is a big thing. So it's almost like a charcoal briquette. It kind of dries up in the sun after a couple days and disintegrates, which is wonderful, because you know that your dog is also benefiting and getting more out of the food. That's why there's less waste. That's really good. And they're getting the calcium and phosphorus from the bone, which is really important for them. But more importantly, if you've been already feeding raw or you know a little bit about it, you know that there are some ingredients that are really important to put into the food that are important if you have dogs that are of reproductive age. So that is between the age of, say, 2 and maybe 6, 7 years old. There are certain nutrients they have to have, and if they don't, they're not going to, first of all, develop well. You may not have as good a health clearances that you hope for, which you need to do before you're breeding your breeding stock. You may also find that your girls don't even come into heat, or they don't even ovulate. That's what was happening to mine before I discovered BARF. And then if you have stud dogs, and I'm talking to some of the people right now who are show breeders, I know how much time and money you put into finishing your girls, and especially your boys. It can be up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if they end up not even having good sperm quality, and a lot of you I know ship fresh chilled semen, or you're freezing it, you know it's got to be healthy to be able to do that. So if your boys are not that way, you need to keep them healthy by having a good diet. The raw diet is going to make their collections wonderful. The thing that's really important is all of you are going to be sending puppies home, obviously, to new people. And maybe if it's new to you, it's going to be a little bit new to your puppy buyers too. And we want to promise you that we're going to produce high quality, easy to understand educational materials for you, and then that you can also pass on to your customers so they understand the benefits. Now the good thing is that raw is gaining more and more in popularity in the dog food market. But I do want to make one statement that's very important for you to know. Because of that, a lot of dog food companies are jumping on the raw dog food wagon because they want a bit of the market. And the problem is, because I went to the Super Zoo and also Global Pet Expo one year, and the majority of the things that every dog food company was showing that year was their new raw products. And I would say probably 9 out of 10 that I looked at were basically their kibble softened and then called raw. So it still had carbs and starches and all kinds of non-species appropriate ingredients in it. So it was kind of sad, but it made me really happy that I was introduced to Dr. Ian Billinghurst's recipe, who did 30 to 40 years of research on raw and has written lots of articles. You can find him online. His book called Give Your Dog a Bone is very popular and very well known amongst raw breeders, and I recommend it. You can find it on Amazon, and you can also probably get it from BARF as well. It's hard to get a hold of, but it's out there. But I really recommend it to you if you want to dig further into this subject. There's also some myths out there about the dangers of raw. There's a lot of veterinarians who don't support it, and that's very typical because they're expecting that their clients are not going to do it properly, and they're not going to have a mentor, they're not going to be educated, and therefore they're worried about them making mistakes. I know that there's a lot of you out there who are very responsible and very smart and very sharp, and you can pick this up if you have the right knowledge, and we want to give that to you. So what we would love to introduce to you is looking into the breeding program. First of all, give BARF a call, see if you qualify. You may have to fill out something, and after that, we want to be able to send you some information about the new formula and what's in it and how you can benefit not only in your breeding program but also financially, because when you send that BARF food home with your clients, or they have it ready when the puppy comes home, you will not only just make the money that you sold them the first bag, because I know a lot of you recommend a dog food when your puppies come home. I know all my clients ask me, what do you feed your dogs? I bet you've never been paid for that, and you've never gotten a thank you from the company that you recommended the food for. So in this situation, you get paid every month after the sale of the puppy, and that will help cover some of the basic expenses of running your breeding program and even help pay for your food. So we know it's going to be a win-win situation for you. Thanks so much, and look forward to more videos about the new BARF Breeders program. Thanks, and have a great day.